Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today is a hair tutorial day and I've thought to bring to your doorstep the Boho hairstyle. Guys, this is a delayed video that I also have uploaded on my channel before now. But anywho's, it's never too late. So guys, today's hairstyle is a boho knotless braids hairstyle, and used the is it expression. No, one of these hairs. I can't remember what name it's, what brand of hair it was, but it was more like an expression kind of hair. Although we bought the wrong length, not like. Let me just accept it that we bought the wrong length, even if I was not the one who bought it. But on behalf of my clients, I would say we bought the wrong length of attachment and then we thought to use it like that. We cut it into, it was longer than we wanted, but we had to cut it into two just so that it can be shorter and we can use it the way it was. So the extension was in color one, and then we bought the coily kind of hair. It's not like a weave on, it's like an extension as well, but it's a coily hair separate on its own. And then I started off the hair from the back. I made it rows after rows. And then what I did for this hair was that I made sure that the end of the each braids, I make sure the end of each braids is concluded or ends with the coily part. If you watch till the end, you get what I'm trying to say. So I braided the hair and gradually added the coily part, and towards the end of the hair I made sure that the coily part is ending the hair at like the place where I tied it is the coily part is there. So here I am showing you what to do. You have to section the part which you want to make, then do 1/3 of the hair, braid it 1 2, then put your first extension, braid again, put another extension, the straight extension, then you go ahead to add the coily part. So when you're adding the coily part, you just take the coily part, you add it, you braid it down a little, and then you take one leg of the coily part out. That's what forms the boho. So when you take one leg of the coily parts out, braid it down again, take the other leg of the coily parts out. That's what I just did now. When you braid it down a bit, you take the other leg, this is it, take it out, then hang it somewhere, braid down again. You add as much coily extension as you want. If you want it to be very full, you add a lot. But what I would like to advise when making this hair is that at the back of the hair, when you start the hair, try not to add too much of coily parts at the back. Maybe when you progress, as you progress on the hair, you can decide to add much, because if you add too many coily parts when you just start the hair, you end up having too many coily parts at the back and very few on the top of the hair, which will not make too much of a sense. But if that's what you want to do, then it's fine. So I went ahead to braid do the knotless braid. As you can see now, I just do 1 2 and then I add my first extension. I try to remove any flyaways that is trying to come to the one I'm making. Then I braid down a bit, then add my coily parts, braid down a bit, take one leg of the coily part out, braid down a bit again, and take the other leg of the coily parts. If you know what I'm saying. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying, but if you're watching the video, you should understand. So when you take the coily parts out and you braid the hair till it gets to the part where you want to knot it, you knot the hair maybe 2 to 3 times. When you are sure that you have secured that part enough with knotting it, then you can burn it, you can glue it, you can do whatever you feel like you should do to it just to secure that part from losing up. So what I did for this one was to use fire to burn the part where I knotted. But I would suggest that if you're burning it, try to be careful not to burn the coily extension, because that extension is more fragile than the straight extension. So this place where I'm tying, that's where you should put your fire or your glue. When you do that, you check to ensure that the coily part is ending the hair. If you look at this very well, you see the boho which I took out, the coily part, I took them out, and on this strand, I'm not having too much of coily part for it. So this tip, you have to trim off the straight extension and leave the coily part. At this point, I have finished the hair, and this is how it's looking. It's actually was very full, but I took off the straight parts. If you look at it very well, I separated the coily part from the straight part, and then I cut off the straight part so that the coily parts will end the braids, like the strand of the braid. Yeah. If you look at it again, I cut off the straight parts and made sure that each strand of the braid has the coily parts at the tip. Yeah, because this hair actually it's longer than what I actually wanted, what I had in mind. The reason for it is because the hair of my model is long, and I didn't want a situation where I'll cut off her hair. I didn't want to cut her hair short. I just wanted to finish the braids were just slightly away from where her hair stopped. So that's what I did. After I cut off the straight part from the curly parts, I went ahead to trim off the excess from the hair, just so that it will have like a more composed look. So this is the end part of the hair, me trimming the hair. After trimming the hair, I went ahead to put my mousse. One thing about this hair is because you don't put it in hot water, it doesn't relax as much as a hair that you put in hot water. You get me? So it is the mousse that you have to apply on the hair just to make it a bit relaxed. So this is the finished look of the hair. Guys, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please try and subscribe to the channel. On this channel, I bring you interesting and educative hair videos. All right, I'll see you again, guys, in my next video. Until then, bye.